you've been following my videos, you know that I acquired an entomopathogenic fungus that kills the invasive spotted lanternfly. And you also know that this fungus, when co-cultured with a contaminant fungus that I found on one of my plates, creates a reaction where it secretes these amylases, which are enzymes that break down the starch in the petri dish, creating a lighter pigmentation. So I wanted to repeat this competitive assay, and to do that I had to get the spore and make a spore solution from my competitive fungus. I do that by pouring sterile distilled water in the petri dish, and then I get a spreader and I use it to spread the cells into solution. Now I use regular distilled water, but if you want to up the surfactant properties of the solution, you can also add some tween. A very low percentage of tween will do the trick. But I didn't need to do that for my purposes. I just scraped and scraped and scraped until the spores came into the solution enough for my liking. And then I acquired some cheesecloth and put it on a 50 milliliter conical flask. Once I did that, I used a micropipette to pipette the spore solution through the cheesecloth into the flask. And the purpose of this is to remove any detritus, fragments of mycelia, conidiophores, etc., until you're left with the pure spore solution. And now we have to quantify the amount of spores that I have in my solution so I could normalize the amount of spores for both the Bavaria and the intruder fungus. I do that using a hemocytometer, which has a laser etched grid of known distance, length, and width. So I put my spore solution on there, and then I count in each of these grids of known volume, I count the spores. That gives me a count. And then I normalize the solutions, and on a petri dish, I take the Bavaria fungus on the right side, and I put 500 spores. And on the left side, I use my contaminant fungus, and I put 500 spores. And we're gonna see in a week if these spores, when they grow near each other, create the same effect. I have them separated by a distance of about an inch.